Hello and welcome to this video where I will be explaining my thinking about the name Emotere Yoga and why I choose to use it. There's nothing new about Emotere Yoga. It's simply an homage to the old style of training Hatha Yoga with a rest in between exercises to get our nervous system benefits from the constant movement, stillness, movement, stillness. And the whole point of Emotere Yoga is to warm up the body, to get it warm, full of circulation, happy, soft, without pain, and ready for meditation. And I choose the word Emotere, which means energy in motion, just because I use a lot of different exercises from Hathayoga, Gymnastics, Sistema, Kundalini, basically anything, any movement which is cyclic and where you can use the breath to get the fluent movement. So as for example in Qigong you have an exercise which are like this: breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. And when we do a simple exercise with a lot of repetition in sync with our breath, our brain gets a bit of a relaxation almost. It's somewhat occupied with a simple movement, but still can be allowed to relax and wander as it's only semi-occupied. And that's the same idea which is behind any cyclic exercise or simple movement that people enjoy so much. Be it knitting, skiing, shooting basketball hoops, walking, swinging, any movement which is so simple so we can use it and do it without almost thinking about it. Some people like driving because it's also an exercise which you can do almost automatically once you learn the skill. So the basic points is use any exercise you find interesting to warm up the body. Use pauses and relaxation in between exercises to learn your nervous system the difference between work and rest, between parasympathetic and sympathetic nerve system, and warm up your body for meditation. That's the whole thing about Emotere Yoga. So I'll do this video as a small example class. So for example, I really like this movement to get the shoulders working a bit. You use a cyclic breath again. You keep your hips forward, your head forward, and you move your straight arms slowly up and down from side to side. And we close our eyes and pause in a mountain pose. I feel a bit of a tingling a little bit more energy in the body, a faster heart rate, and some warmth in my shoulders. And now when the breath is back to normal, we'll continue with some other exercise. I really like this one. I have no idea where I got the idea. It's a Utkatasana, a chair pose from Hathayoga with a bit of an arm swing. So it's also an exercise which is cyclic, which warms up shoulders, arms, legs, back. Quite a lot of muscles involved here. And remember to tuck in your butt a bit so you don't get some pain in your lower back. So tuck in your tailbone and keep some tension in your stomach to protect the spine. And here we can stop to get the legs working. And now we can come down and use a squat for our pose. And I feel a little deeper heart rate, a bit of sweat, a bit of warmth, a bit of more pulsating sensation in the body. So I'll stay here and breathe low and slow with the nose. And use this rest time to feel what part of the body which still needs to be warmed up and get more circulation going. Now when I feel I have my breath low and slow and back to normal again, I come down to the mat and I start working my feet. I felt they were quite cold and not warm yet. So massage both your feet, bend your toes, work your toes. And really press everywhere on your feet. And we can flex the toes. You do some free movements. Work circles. Switch direction. Squeeze and flex. And we can finish off by doing a toe stretch, where we sit on the toes and make sure the little toe goes under as well. And this can be a bit painful, but it's very beneficial for our toes. And whilst we sit here, we can work our hands, which also need circulation and warmth and movement to not stop the circulation or cause us any pain or trouble. And there's no need to rest in between every single movement. You can do a couple, 2, 3, 4, 5, any amount you feel, but I feel it's very beneficial to get the rest in, so you get the heart rate up, heart rate down, heart rate up, heart rate down. Tension, relaxation, tension, relaxation. Because I find it's very beneficial to get the body to learn how to work hard and relax hard and fast, so you don't get stuck in somewhere in between where you try to relax but the body is still in tension, in stress, or the other way around. You try to work hard and your body is not really responding quickly when you need it, like in an emergency or so. So we'll just do some basic So here we tuck in the tailbone, keep some tension in the stomach, tilt the head a bit forward, and we can work our shoulders here as well. And of course it's beneficial to get some strength and balance training in as well in the exercises, just because it's healthy for our body to be as flexible and fluent and have a capable body, basically. And now time for the rest. Take some time in child's pose. And once again, use this time to feel what your body needs. Now I feel a bit of a tingling in my arms and my feet. That's good. A quite deep heart rate. Stronger pulsation, faster breathing. A bit more general heat in the whole body. And now relax. Come back to the low and slow breathing pattern. And come back up. I feel I need a bit more warmth in the shoulders, so I'll stand a bit more than hip width. Come down with bent knees. Tuck in the tailbone. Some tension in the stomach. And then just do this fixing the hair exercise from Sistema or any martial arts, basically. And we'll do a bit of twisting with the upper body. Breathe out on the forward bend. Breathe in when you come back up. And switch direction. And now we do a short pause in a mountain pose again. And once you come back to your low and slow breathing again, we can continue. And here's an exercise from running, I think, or gymnastics. A bit of balance, a bit of movement with a lot of things involved. So it's a bit of being like a robot. And a lot of different body parts involved. And the same again, choose a breathing pattern. That suits the exercise. Or mix it around and do the opposite. Can be quite interesting at times to do a breathing pattern which is the total opposite of what you would feel like a normal breathing pattern. And we switch sides. So a bit of a balance there. Now we'll do like a shock therapy from Chinese medicine, I guess, where you hit all the muscle parts of your body to get circulation and warmth and a bit of a shock. When you hit the muscle, it contracts and it's easy to hold your breath. So try to relax, even as you can hit quite hard. You're not going to hurt yourself. It's just going to get a lot of muscle activation and warmth and circulation in your whole body. So I'll do it quickly, as the microphone will sound a bit strange, but you get the point. You get the idea. I held my breath there, so it's important to try to keep breathing no matter how much beating you get. I will do one more where we shake and kick down the heels. And just any exercise or movement. Oh. And now I feel quite warm in my whole body, from the head to the toe. Warm, circulating, tingling, and ready for some meditation practice. So sit cross-legged on a pillow or something, or in hero's pose, and just work on your meditation. I like this simple way of just focusing on my breath and just think, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. And as I start thinking about other stuff, I come back to breathe out, breathe in. Some people use mantras, which means thought technique, and then they usually use a word which you don't associate with anything. So you don't use pink elephant, because then you will think pink elephant. But I keep it simple, just focus on the breath, and relax and be still. So I'll leave you here, and happy exercising with Emotere yoga. Thank you.